Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's webinar. My name is Mair. I'm an ambassador. I live in Chicago, and I will be hosting tonight's opportunity webinar. And you are in the right place at the right time this evening. You're in for a treat. Relive International, that's what we're talking about tonight. Relive has been in business for over 30 years as a food science and nutrition company. Our products are clinically proven, they're patented, which is very hard to come by, they're backed by science, and they are guaranteed to work or your money back. We have the only epigenetic nutrition company in the United States of America, and we'll talk a little bit later more about epigenetics, but that is a true notch in our belt, and we are a company with integrity and strong family values, so we are everything that you are looking for. The Relive difference is a bunch of fancy words, but bioavailability, synergism, optimal nutrition, and guaranteed quality results. What that simply means, bioavailability, is that you consume these products because it is a food. You consume them, your body absorbs them. But the bioavailability just means that your body does actually absorb them, and it goes to work because it's not about what you take, it's about what your body absorbs that really makes the difference. Synergism. All of our products can be thrown into the same shaker cup, mixed together, and they work together. Our brilliant scientists have figured out that if one ingredient goes well with another, and they don't cancel each other out, and you get optimal benefits because we offer optimal nutrition, not the barest minimum. We want to fuel your bodies to the max. And we have guaranteed quality ingredients, so you can rest assured that what we say is in the can is actually in the can. And the biggest difference is that our products actually work. Our company is owned, and everything is manufactured here in the United States of America. All of our manufacturing and R&D is all done outside of St. Louis, Missouri. Relive Science, we have 10 product patents issued. 10 product patents issued. You can feel free to Google those other big giant food companies, General Mills, General Foods, and see how many patents they have. I'm guessing not very many, and we have 10. We have clinically proven formulas, and as I said, we are pioneers in the nutritional epigenetics field. Our brilliant scientist, Dr. Alfredo Galvez, he is the one who in 1996 discovered the Lunasin soy peptide, and it's a game changer. And we have advancing Lunasin, CBD nanotechnology. I don't know if you've heard of nanotechnology, but it's all about making these particles so small that it can actually cross the brain-blood barrier. I think I'm saying that correctly. Anyway, it's a big deal, and it's coming, and we have it. We have core nutrition. This is foundation. This is what everything is based off of because our clients get the widest range of results when they start with the foundation. It heals the body at an epigenetic level, clinically proven formulas, and it's balanced nutrition, patented as a whole food. So we have Now, which is a little bit creamier, and we have both in whey and soy-based, and then we have kids formula that has extra brain food in it, and the kids formula is really, really, really delicious, and you're never too old to be taking kids product. And then we have classic, which is our original formula. That is, it was the very first product that was patented with in Relive. Targeted solutions. I'll talk about these briefly, but really get back with the person who invited you on, and they can go into more depth. Fiber Store is digestive health, and people think of fiber as gut-related stuff, but really fiber clears out all your veins and arteries. I mean, think of all those important tubes that go all over your body carrying blood and nutrients, and you want to keep them free and clear so that everything can travel to where it's supposed to go, and Fiber Store will help you do that. Artheffect is joint health. Cardio Essentials is heart health. Glucofect is for blood sugars. 24K gives you smooth energy. There's no caffeine in any of our products. And so with our Energy 24K, you get, like I said, smooth energy without a crash at the end. Reverse Age, anti-aging. My mom took Reverse Age, and she's a snow bunny, and so she knows that 6 months here, 6 months there, people see her, and when people started commenting on how young she looked and how fabulous she looked, she knows that it's the reverse age that made the difference because it was the only thing that she changed. Provantage is performance. If you are sore, you do a hard workout and you take Provantage, your muscles recover very, very, very quickly. So Essentials, women's wellness, it was a lifesaver for me when I was going through menopause and had night sweats. And we have Energize, which is hydration. It actually opens up the cells to accept the nutrition bigger, better, faster. And we have 2 formulations in Energize. We have the original, and then we have one with less sugar. So again, get with the person who brought you on, and they can go into more depth. And again, because our products are synergistic, you can throw all of these things into one shake, and they'll work magic for your body. We have more targeted solutions. We have Defense, which helps build your immune system. Actually, everything in Relive helps build your immune system. This is just an added boost. And with everything that goes on with the pandemic, you really want a very strong immune system. And then Illuna Rich X, also immune support, anti-inflammatory. It is the first epigenetic superfood. And epigenetics is simply turning off the bad genes and turning on the good genes. So just because you have illness in your family doesn't mean that it's going to be your turn to suffer from heart disease or any of the other diabetes, things that your parents suffered from, because Luna Rich X will help turn off the bad genes and turn on the good ones. We have a Fit 3 program. Tina is our head trainer, and she is amazing. We have workout videos that will accommodate everybody at every level. So whether you're a beginner or whether you're advanced, you will sweat through these programs and you will see the results. And we have targeted products that will fit this. We have Burn, which will help start your metabolism, kick it into high gear. You take that first thing in the morning. Active is our protein recovery shake. I just add it to my regular shake, and it becomes a meal replacement. And then we have Purify, which is a liver detoxer, and you take that before you go to bed. And we have meal plans and trackers, and there's motivation, there's a community. So if you are looking to get fit, the Fit 3 program is what you're looking for. It's all online. Again, get back with the person who invited you on, and they can show you where to go to find all this information. We have CBD. I know lots of people have CBD, but ours is pure. It's organically grown in the United States. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, multi-step testing to ensure purity and efficacy. We have third-party validation. So we have certificate of analysis available, which is really important because we know that this is the real stuff. It's not somebody making it in their bathtub in the back room. This is real, pure CBD. You will not find higher quality hemp products anywhere. Our balm, which is actually I take these products every day, but the balm is amazing. Our balm has 1,000 milligrams of CBD in it. And why I say that is because you see CBD at the checkout counter at the gas station even, and they'll be showing you lotion that has CBD in it. And if you look, it's like 30 milligrams. But our balm has 1,000 milligrams. So be aware of that the next time that you're out and about and you see these products on the shelf. Nothing can compare to the quality of what we offer in Relive. Relive has a heart to help others. This is one of my favorite parts about Relive is the Calogres Foundation, because we feed 40,000 and more people daily, mostly children, through the Calogres Foundation, and this is throughout the world, in the United States too, but we have hundreds of nutritional programs set up in 9 countries, and we are supported, and this was named after Dr. Theodore Calogres, who was the founder of created our first product, Classic. And his legacy is to feed and nourish our world. And that's why the Relive Kalogris Foundation was set up in his name, because he's doing exactly that. He's feeding children around the world. And here are some just heartwarming stories, because Rodlin from Haiti was in pain and miserable from edema and horrible skin disease. And after only 2 weeks, there was a shocking difference. And now, 4 months after he started on the Relive product, there was hardly a mark on his body. And the picture on the right is showing Rodlin today, and just that he grew up to be a strong and healthy boy, thanks to the Relive products. And here's another one. Rosemarie was a 2-year-old girl. She weighed only 8 pounds. At 2 years old, she weighed 8 pounds, and she stood less than 2 feet tall. And through the Relive, the Kalogris Foundation, and the feeding program that she was a part of, after 19 short days, she gained 6 pounds and started to form muscles that were previously just skin and bones. So you can see that we truly are changing the world with our nutritional products. And you know what? My favorite part of the Relive story are the stories, because I could tell you word for word all the ingredients in our products, but it's really what these products are doing for people that matters. And so that's why the stories is what makes Relive such a powerful company. And so I'd like to invite Jana. Jana, if you could please join us and share your health and business story for us. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you, Mair, for inviting me. I am Jana Jones. I'm from Boone, North Carolina. My background is in art and education. When I heard about Relive, I was homeschooling my 2 girls, and we lived on a homestead where I was growing organic garden, cooking from scratch, grinding my own grains from scratch. We even had goats that I milked and made my own cheese and yogurt. We juiced, took multiple supplements, because we were dealing with health problems, and I really believe in the natural remedies. So my oldest daughter was dealing with ADHD. We tried everything under the sun. And that's one of the reasons we were just eating perfectly, no processed foods in the house. My youngest daughter had allergies. She had allergies to dairy, wheat. She had eczema. Myself, I was 48 when I learned about Relive, so that was 15 years ago. And I was just dealing with what I thought was old age. I had developed arthritis in my right hand. I couldn't even carry a plate to the table. My allergies and asthma had just gotten worse over the years. I had to get on allergy medication, and asthma, I had an asthma emergency inhaler. But mostly I just went through my day, itching my eyes and having a hard time breathing, because I didn't like using those medicines. What else? My scoliosis was getting worse. I'd have these muscle spasms often, and they were just debilitating. Just like I said, I thought it was just old age. People say you turn 40 and it goes downhill from there. The restless leg was getting worse. Constipation was getting worse. And doing all that I was doing, I didn't know what else to do. So when we heard about Relive, it was from some strangers at the health food store. We were comparing supplements, and they said, "Have you ever heard of Relive?" And shared her story of how in 1 month she was pain-free after suffering 7 years from fibromyalgia. And my jaw drops open. I just wanted to hear more. So we became friends. I heard stories like this, and I was just in awe that there was something that could do all the things that I heard. So we joined. Little did they know that I was praying for a home-based business as well at the time. My oldest daughter was going off to college, and I needed to stay home with my younger daughter. So I started sharing right away, Mair. I didn't deal with fibromyalgia. I didn't deal with diabetes, but I'd heard stories. And so I was sharing with my sister-in-law who suffered extremely with her diabetes, and other friends with other autoimmune diseases. And they started getting results before our family got results. So this was just fueling my fire, sharing it more. By the second month, I got my hand back from the arthritis. If that was all this did, I would stay with it. But little by little, I haven't had an asthma attack in 15 years, nor have I dealt with the allergy symptoms since that time. No more restless leg is a thing of the past. My constipation, no more. My daughter took 4 months to see her eczema dissipate, but it helped with her allergies. And my other daughter with the ADHD, really, we've never seen anything like this. It took away her headaches, her mood swings. She was focusing. It was, it was a godsend. It just was. And because I shared right away, those people were getting results. They wanted to share. Within the first 3 months of me being in the business, I became a master affiliate. And then within the next 3 months, we had 6 other people join us at that master affiliate level. So that first year, the company paid me over $14,000. And one of our prayer requests was to pay for my daughter's college. And guess what her tuition was that year? $14,000. So he just supplied in so many ways. I've continued to share. How could you not share something so amazing as these products, and just have seen the joy in people's eyes as they have found something that answers their prayers. I've made as much as $4,000 in a month, and I just am so grateful for the person who probably went out of their comfort zone to tell a stranger at the health food store about Relive.
And kudos to you for being open enough to listen to a stranger sharing from their heart in a health food store. And I think, I think the medical community does all of us such a disservice, because they do say that, you hit 40, 50, whatever, and it's downhill from there. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree at all. And with Relive, we're seeing that. And I also commend you for sharing these stories with other people long before you even got your results, because I think that's really the heart of it, because we can't control whether people believe us or not believe us or not. Our mission is only to let people know that this exists, and what they do with that information, completely up to them. So absolutely. I'm glad that you and your family got such great results, and I'm so happy for your kids. My kids have been on it too, and just think what a gift you gave them and the generations to come because of these Relive products. So absolutely. Thank you, Jana, so much for being on tonight and sharing your story.
My pleasure.
And next up, we have Tammy. Tammy, if you could please share your health and business story, we'd love to hear from you.
You bet. I'm happy to be on tonight. I'm Tammy Martineau from Arizona, and I've been with Relive nearly 18 years and got incredible results with depression and anxiety when I first found Relive, as well as chronic constipation. I went on to put my son, who has autism, on the product, and he was non-communicative, couldn't even answer to his name. Lots of sensory issues, plugged his ears, hummed all the time, had a lot of strange behavior and very limited food choices. I put him on the product, and 5 days later, his processing delay went away, which normally 5 to 6 seconds. And that went away, and he started speaking to me for the first time in his life, answering questions he had never answered before. The very next week, his language was doubling, his eye contact was getting better, social skills were improving. And in 5 weeks, our son was virtually symptom-free on a good day, and he has remained that way now for nearly 18 years. So I went on to help other members of my family with things like eczema, migraine headaches, stomach and bowel issues. I helped my husband put on 45 pounds of muscle, and I lost over 40 pounds. So I feel very grateful that we have Relive in our life. And then a few years ago, I was diagnosed with hip dysplasia, and I ended up going through 7 hip surgeries in 5 years, including double hip replacements. And I also found out at the same time that I have 6 bulging discs in my back and spinal stenosis, degenerative disc disease, bone spurs, and arthritis. And that stems from having a double curvature in my spine, scoliosis. So I'm very thankful for all the results I've seen, because my doctor says I should be on narcotic pain medication for my neck and back issues, and I don't even take an ibuprofen. So super grateful for that. I've gone on to bless a lot of people through this business as well. You couldn't keep my mouth shut when I got my son back on these products and started helping others. Started making a few $100s a month right away. And then over the years, our income has grown. Our best month is over $8,400 in a month. And the reason that's significant is my husband lost a 6-figure income for 6 years. That was 6.5 years into my Relive business. So I did not know that was going to happen to us. But I'm grateful that I already had my Relive business clipping along, because I had already paid off our home using Relive money. We had no credit card debt or vehicle debt. And we brought my husband home to be a full-time dad during those 6 years. And I'm just so thankful that I have these products in my life. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to share with others, and we'll be doing this the rest of our life.
Thank you, Tammy. And I know you have a huge heart. You have touched lives all over the world, literally, especially with the results that that your son had with autism, because it just gives people hope. Your story gives people hope that it's possible for them. So thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. I appreciate you and Jana both being here.
Sure.
And as for me, I too have been with Relive almost 18 years, about as long as Tammy. And when I first heard about Relive, I had been working with a nutritionist for 5 years. Actually, several nutritionists over the course of 5 years, but the one I stayed with the longest, I was diagnosed with digestive issues, leaky gut, candida, food allergies. I was put on 150 supplements a day and told not to eat sugar, gluten, dairy, pork, chicken, peanuts, caffeine, or alcohol. And I did that really faithfully for 3 years and never saw any results. And so I made the decision to stop. Even my husband was complaining because my supplements were costing $500 a month. And I just used to say, but don't you want me to be healthy? But I had to admit that they weren't doing anything. And after I stopped that, it was about 6 weeks later, I was introduced to Relive, and I really didn't think powders in a can were going to help me. Come on, I carried my own food with me wherever I went. I swallowed 50 pills at each meal. I thought, like, my life was as good as it was going to get, and how could something so simple be so effective? But my youngest, at the time he was 5 years old, he had chronic ear infections, and he had already had ear tube surgery 3 times, and he was on his 6th week of antibiotics when I was introduced to Relive. And I was trying the alternatives like Jana. I didn't go that far. I didn't milk goats, but I was trying to wean him off of dairy. I was taking him to a chiropractor. So I was trying other means to get him off of all those antibiotics. And one of the stories that was shared with me that day was about a little boy not having ear infections anymore. And that's really what got to me. I thought, okay, well, we'll all get started on this to support Jack. I have 3 boys and my husband. So all 5 of us jumped on these products. When I started seeing those nutritionists, all I wanted was energy. That was my main complaint. And I never found it doing all that diet and swallowing all those pills. But 2 weeks on the Relive product, and I had energy that has, 18 years later, has never left me. And I also, like Jana, I have scoliosis. I've always had lower back issues. My back just kind of annoyed me. I thought it was just because I was slouching or sitting funny. And but after I ran my first marathon, I ended up with a shooting pain down my left leg. My chiropractor said it would never go away. He said, "Look, you're shaped this way. There's nothing I can do." And 2 months on these products, that pain went away. I ran another marathon. It wasn't an issue again. So the products have been amazing for me. Jack Hill, my youngest, is now 23. He did have 2 ear infections that first year, but he's never had another one, ever. He grew up to be a D1 athlete. He played lacrosse in college, captain of his team, 2-time All-American, and now he's a CrossFit coach, personal trainer. He's head coach at the girls' high school, the local girls' high school here, and he still takes massive amounts of product, and he is a Relive distributor. He's a master affiliate. And, what's so interesting, because I hear moms say that their kids won't take this product. In my house, it was not an issue. It was not an option. I was going to say it wasn't an issue. It was an issue. It was an issue. They didn't want to take it, but it was not an option. There were no fights. It was just made clear to them that they would be taking these products. So here from Jack, who is the hardest, we used to put strawberry syrup in his shake to make him drink it, or to get him to drink it. And then one time we were on vacation and there was no strawberry syrup handy, so I just said, "Jack, we're done here." And so this little 5-year-old boy grew up to be a 23-year-old amazing athlete and takes lots and lots and lots of product all on his own. So the products have been amazing for our family. The business, I was not looking for a business. I already owned my own company. I made a healthy 6-figure income. I had 18 salespeople and five more employees in my office, and there just wasn't a minute in my day. There just was not a minute in my day. But I heard these stories just like what you're hearing tonight, and like I said to Jana, people needed to know about this, and what they do with the information, totally up to them. But that was my decision that day, who was going to tell them, and I decided it would be me. And I jumped in the business. I had never tasted the product. I didn't expect any results for me anyway. I just shared the stories. I just shared the stories. And the first 10 people I called said, get me some, and that's kind of how my business was born. And I started earning $1,000 a month retailing a lot of product pretty quick. And this was all around my full-time career, and it took me a while, but ironically, I started my own business knowing that someday I'd have kids, and I really thought if I had my own company that I would have the freedom to be home with them after school the way my mom was with me, but instead my company owned me, and it dictated when we could take vacations. There were plenty of Saturday and Sunday mornings that we spent. I had a showroom that we packed the kids up, and we're moving product around, and we were down at the Merchandise Mart in Chicago, and that was kind of our life. And after a summer where my right-hand person, she had been with me for 15 years, so I had to pick up the slack when she left. I knew it was coming, but it still meant that I had to pick up the slack. And I was back to working 70 and 80-hour weeks that summer, and one day I came home early for me, 5:30, and my boys were playing. They didn't even look up, and they just said, "Hi, Dad." And that's when my heart broke. I realized they don't even expect to see me anymore, and that was completely unacceptable to me. I made the decision to close my company, to be home with them, to relive around their schedules. I was team mom, room mom, pizza mom. I ran their annual fund. I did everything, and I never missed a field trip because of this relive opportunity. And my highest month was over $7,000 in all forms of income. Relive has paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars over these years, and the greatest gift was that I got to be home with my boys during their formative years in school. Now they're much older. They're spread all over the country. Jack did go to school in Connecticut. I am in Chicago. I got to attend all of his lacrosse games for those 4 years. Because with your mouth and your phone, you can do this business anywhere, and I did. And what's so interesting, my husband and I did a major cleanup over the weekend, and I just found a box, literally a box of my life, of my 17 years in business with my conventional company, and that's literally what it is. It's a box that was buried. I have no residual income. I have nothing to show for it but all these papers that are in this box. So with Relive, I'm building a legacy that I can leave to my kids, and this is a willable business, so you can will it to generation after generation after generation, and that's a far bigger deal than a conventional business that once it's over, it's over. And so I'm grateful for Relive on every level, from the health that it's given to me and my family and the freedom it's given to me and my family. And now, again, my boys one's in New York, one's in California, literally, and one lives a mile from here. So I get to travel and be with them because I have my mouth and my phone. So, all right, so we're gonna continue on the Relive business opportunity, because you know what, Relive is a solid business. We're a member of the Direct Selling Association, which is a watchdog group. So they're the ones who to be part of the DSA, you have to be invited. It's not something you simply pay your dues and join up. They scrutinize your business. They make sure that you are of integrity. Their products are what they say they are. And so the DSA it's a big deal to be a member of the DSA. We're also part of the Council for Responsible Nutrition, where that's the science behind the supplements. Again, all the big guys are in there. And then there's Relive, because that's also another feather in our cap. There are 5 ways to make money with Relive. I'm going to go through them briefly. Again, get back with the person who invited you, and they can go into more detail. But first, we have retail profit, and that, you all know retail profit. You go to a store and you buy some milk, and what you paid for it is not what the store paid for it, and what they're earning on you is retail profit. So with retail profit, you get to choose how much you earn. You can earn anywhere from 20 to 40%. So if you retail $100, you can make anywhere from $20 to $40 on that sale. And because Relive is safe and there are no warning labels, everyone is a potential customer. My father-in-law took it. He died at 103. So he was taking it. One of my closest friends started taking it when she was 8 months pregnant with her 4th pregnancy, and she had the easiest time in that delivery. And she didn't get mastitis, which she had with her other 3 babies. So she avoided that completely. So again, everywhere in between. Wholesale profit is simply the difference between where you are and where somebody in your organization comes in. So our top profit level is 40%, and that's what's represented in the blue box. If you are at the top profit level and somebody joins you at our, we call it a quick start level, 25%, there's a 15% difference there, the difference between 40% and 25%. So you're going to earn that 15% difference. So the reason why that is more advantageous, because I know I first saw this and I said, I'm at the 40% level. Why would I want to make 15% on a distributor when I can make 40% on a customer? And the reason is because when you sponsor your distributors are no longer buying single cans of product. They're buying cases of product. And sponsoring increases your volume, and volume increases your profit. And like I said, our 25% level, we call it a quick start. And so you pay, it's the $500 level, but you're getting a 25% margin on that, so you actually pay $375 plus shipping and tax. So that's your initial investment at the quick start level, and then our other most popular way to come in is as a master affiliate. And again, that's not a $5,000 investment; it's a $3,250 investment plus shipping and tax to get started in your own business and make the most for your efforts. That was an easy decision for me. I was not interested in doing the business, but I figured that master affiliate order was enough for probably 6 or 7 people for a year, and I just really figured that my family would eat it, and instead my whole order was gone within 6 weeks. And so with Relive, the products have a 100% money-back guarantee as a customer, so you can lick the cans clean, and at the end of the month you can get your money back if you so desire. And for the business, the business has a 100% money-back guarantee on all unopened product for an entire year. So this is a business you can get involved in, and if for whatever reason you change your mind, you can return all your unopened product, and Relive will refund 100% of your money. And so really there's no risk to get started in something that truly could change your life and the life of your family. Overrides. This is the third form of income. This is only available at the top profit level, but this is what I was talking about the residual income. These are the things that will pay you forever and ever, and you're paid 5 levels deep. So if you sponsor Susan, so Susan joins your organization, and she comes in at that same level as you are, so you're at 40%, she's at 40%, there's no more wholesale or retail involved, but you are going to earn 8% on everything that Susan and her entire group does. And as you can see, we are paid 5 levels deep, so Susan sponsors Jim, and you get 6% on Jim, 4% on Wendy, 3% on Maria. And Maria could be in Australia, and you may never, ever meet Maria, but Relive recognizes that without you teaching and training and mentoring Susan and Jim and Wendy, that there would be no Maria. You are going to be paid on Maria and her group, and then Bill is on the 5th level, and you'll earn 2% of Bill and his group. And this is the residual income. This is the income that's willable. This is the income that will pay you and your family forever. Fourth form of income, cash bonuses and trips. Relive is amazingly generous. They have top dollar bonuses every month. They have trip promotions. Right now they're waiting for Hawaii to open up for the people who earn the Hawaii trip. And I say earned because this is work. This is work, and this is business. But when you are deliberate and consistent, and you have a heart for caring about people, and you're willing to open your mouth, you heard Jana, right? Somebody went out of their comfort zone in a health food store because they knew the power of these products, and they simply said, "Have you ever heard about Relive?" And the person who mentored me, she always used to say that you can never say the wrong thing to the right person. And so if you are excited and you're passionate and your heart is true, then just by saying, "Have you ever heard of Relive?" can spark a conversation that could change people's lives. We also have the Star Director bonus, and that is for doing what you're going to do anyway. Relive will pay you additional money. I receive a Star Director bonus every month because you are building an organization. It's like your own little mini franchise. And so you are mentoring and supporting the people that join you in this business because you are helping them build their businesses and be successful. And the beauty of Relive, like Jana and Tammy, neither of them are financially connected to me, but we all help each other. It's unlike anything that you've ever experienced in a company, but everybody helps everybody else. And I think that's why the distributors, people who join Relive for the opportunity, stay with it for so long, simply because of the connection they have to other people who are like-minded and passionate about helping others. Fifth form of income is the ambassador program. This is where you travel, you receive recognition, cash bonuses. You're paid to help others. I love being an ambassador because I love going around and teaching and training and helping others. And Relive is building a brand new global ambassador program. So this year is the qualifying year, and it will begin next year. So that's very exciting. Again, get back with the person who invited you on and find out how you seriously could become part of that global ambassador program in just a few short months. So there are two ways to get started with Relive. You can become a customer. So get on the products. See why we are so excited, why we love being healthy, why we never run out of energy. Try the CBD products and see what that will do for you, or Active, or our foundation. You can also become a distributor and help others, whether you want to just support your family, or you want to help a few friends, or you want to do this for a business and replace someone's income so that they can come home and be part of the family on a daily basis. Wherever you get started in Relive is a great place to start. Here, again, is just more information on the Quick Start level. The two most popular ways that people get started. The Quick Start is the 25% profit level, and then the Master Affiliate is a 40% profit level, and the difference is a $375 investment versus a $3,250 investment. You get free shipping on your first order. That is huge. That's huge. And you know, as a business owner, when you work from home, there are all sorts of tax advantages. I'm not an accountant, so you have to check with your local laws, but you can write off all sorts of expenses in your home if you do it properly and you designate an area for as a home office. There's lots of advantages of working from home in a home-based business. I have no idea what the rules are now for people who normally are in an office but are currently working from home. But being a master affiliate is where you earn the highest profit levels. And again, as a distributor, you have a 1-year, 100% guarantee on any unopened product. So we have what people need most: personal freedom, financial security, and optimal health. Because if you have all the money in the world but you're sick, it doesn't really matter. And if you are sick, it's probably going to drain your finances, and so then your personal freedom goes away. But with Relive, you have the opportunity to experience all three things at the same time. You can live better starting today, whether you become a customer or distributor or come in at our top profit level. Get back with the person who invited you, and they could share more with you and share our bonus programs and all the awesome things that we offer in Relive as a company. And Saturday morning, we have training. So this is how you do the business. This week, Rebecca Haddix will be doing the training. It's the same Zoom line. It's at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday morning, Central Time. So again, all the same login, same meeting code, same password, like everything's the same. It's just how we do our business, and we keep it simple because simple is really good. So that's the end of our presentation tonight. I congratulate you for taking time out to be here, and get back with the person who invited you, and they can share more.